What's up everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do an oil change on my 2003 CBR 600RR. I hope you enjoy.
Ride the bike? What is this thing?
You're joking, right?
Honey, I don't know anything about bikes.
That's the throttle.
Okay, so that's what you just beat up.
Yep.
This is your brake.
Yes.
Brake.
Nope, that's the clutch.
This is the clutch?
Yep. Alright guys, so whatever engineer invented this design for these CBRs, I don't know what they were thinking, but if you own one of these year CBRs, you know what I'm talking about, because it's like hard to get that oil filter off because the headers go right around it, the coolant reservoir is in the way. On the other side, the oil cooler is in the way, and it's like almost impossible to get like a oil filter wrench on from here. So I'm just going to show you a quick trick. Basically, there's this one 10mm bolt that holds this coolant reservoir on. Once you get that off, you move this thing out of the way, and now you can get to the back of it and you can get your whole hand right in there and twist it off, hopefully, if it's not too tight. If it is too tight, you can't get it with your hand, you still have a little more room with this reservoir out of the way to get an oil filter wrench on there. So, but obviously changing the oil is pretty simple, other than that stupid oil filter. So right at the bottom of your bike here, you have this drain plug right here. So that is a 12mm. You just crack that loose, take it out, get your oil pan under, and drain all your oil. I probably should have taken those paper towels out. Whoops. Too late now. So there you have that. Once that all drains out, we will remove the oil filter and let that drain out as well. Then replace it. Replace our crush washer on our oil pan bolt, and then fill it back up with oil. And it's pretty much unavoidable that there's going to be oil that gets on your headers, just because of this weird design. So there you go, got your oil filter off. We'll just let that sit and drain until it comes to a very slow drip, and then we'll put the new one back on. Alright, so once your oil filter area stops dripping, or starts dripping really slow, I don't have the patience to wait to completely stop dripping, so once it looks like this, I usually just wipe it off and put the new filter on. So that's what I'm going to do right now. New oil filter. Just going to give this a quick wipe, and on with the new one. Alright guys, so something I used to do that I didn't really know for a while was tighten oil filters down more than they needed to be. You don't have to tighten them like crazy. I used to tighten them like it's pretty hard with the oil filter wrench. All you really have to do is get it as tight as you can get it by hand, and that's it. Now obviously just put your coolant reservoir back in place. Mine is low. I'm going to fill mine up as well. Very low actually. It's kind of not good. This thing's kind of weird to get back in place sometimes. Putting our coolant reservoir back on, and then we just got to put the new crush washer and oil drain plug back in. Oh, you hear that? It's the greatest sound in the world. Alright guys, so I'm essentially doing the same exact thing with the oil drain plug. I'm just going to wait for it to get to a really slow drip like it is right now. And then I'm just going to take my oil drain plug, my new crush washer, give it a wipe, and put it back in. And it's also similar to the oil filter, so you do not want to over tighten this bolt, because if you over tighten it and strip it, you're going to have a bad day. So I just get it snug, and then give it one good, maybe half turn till it's really snug, and then call it good. Alrighty guys, so the last thing to do is just add your oil. I use 10W40 Honda GN4 4-stroke oil. Any 4-stroke 10W40 should be fine. I just use the Honda stuff. All you gotta do, it takes 3.1 quarts technically, so just gotta open this guy up on the right side of your bike and dump it in, and then there's going to be a little window through here where you tell how much to put in. So I'll show you how to do that in a second. It's helpful to have an extra person to look through here because you have to hold your bike up straight. So I'll show you that in a second. Okay, it would be helpful. It would be helpful to use a funnel because that is a really small hole. So if you have a funnel, use that. It's kind of hard to see with it being dark in there, but there's those two hash marks. You just kind of want your oil level to be just a little bit above halfway between those two marks. If you have an extra hand to help you, you also need someone sit on the bike and prop it up so that it's like perfectly straight, level, and then have someone check the level of the oil.
So, as you can see, the oil is at the top of the line there.
That's what you want to see.
And that's what you want to see. It's a little, this is bad video. I'm sorry. There's a good shot.
So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you found it helpful, hit the subscribe button. What do you have to say?
I have a cold.
Oh my gosh.